live. Let's do this thing.
Doing it live.
We're doing it live. And now we are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is 2021, and I feel like not a lot has happened since the last time we did one of these readings. Non-eventful. It's been a great start to a great year, but we are back. So there's a highlight for 2021 already after about a month and a half off. We are going to dive in exactly where we left off. What is that? When did we do this? When did we finish the prequels? October? I think so. Yeah, no, like September. It was even before because we did Halloween stuff. So yeah, just take a few months off and then forget everything about Star Wars, and then we'll go back into Star Wars. It's totally fine. It makes sense if you think about it. About as much sense as doing 4, 5, 6 first, and then 1, 2, 3, and then jumping to 7, 8, 9. I think that there's a certain poetic logic to it. Y'all will notice that there are a couple people that we have shuffled around with some of these different roles. Some people will be playing the roles that they did with the original trilogy, which you'll find out about a little bit later. Some people have been swapped for different things, but we figured we could try to keep that parallel as much as possible. I am wearing a costume, which I'm obviously going to be doing something tonight. I don't know what it is. We'll find out exactly what a little bit later. But Miss Kimberly Perkins will be taking over reading the stage direction. So you'll be hearing her voice a lot more than mine tonight. So for some of you, hopefully that's a good thing. For others, I'll be back in doing that at some point eventually. So without further ado, we are going to join us, or we're going to go back into space, go to Jakku, and then we'll see where the story goes from there. I'm sure it'll be a completely new story, unlike anything you've ever seen before. There's no direct parallel for any of the other Star Wars stories, so enjoy the unexpected twists and turns of the Star Wars sequels. Kimmy, take it away. What?
Drinking rules. I do. Drinking rules.
I just wanted to drink, man. All right. Oh, yes. Mandy has her signs, so she's ready to go. I know you could have you tried to attach it to BB-8. Have a little like a drink sign. Do it now.
We'll see.
So we only got a couple simple drinking rules for tonight, but I feel like it's going to cover a lot of what the script has. First one is going to be anytime that there is an overt Shakespeare reference, but because the writing stylings of Ian Dozier have progressed since the original trilogy, now he's inserting a lot more pop culture references. So if you catch any references to anything else, drink them too. And then the second one is that Chewbacca similarly has undergone kind of an evolution since the original trilogy. He kind of has lines. So anytime that Chewbacca speaks now, you drink. Now we're going to jump into it. All right, Kimmy, do the thing.
The thing. Prologue. Outer space. Enter chorus. Luke Skywalker hath sadly disappeared, and in his absence come most wicked foes. The cruel First Order hath made all afeared, like phoenix from the Empire ash it grows. They shall not rest till Skywalker is dead, yet others seek to rescue him from harm. By Leia General Organa led, the Republic doth a brave resistance arm. Her brother she doth earnestly pursue. Thus may he help bring space to restoration. She sends a daring pilot to Jakku, where one old friend perchance knows Luke's location. In time so long ago begins our play, in yearning galaxy, far, far away. Exit. Scene 4, on the planet Jakku.
Alas! You do not...
Enter Lord Santeca.
Alas, you do not meet a man but frowns, or so it seems within our galaxy. For with the rise of this First Order fierce, the stars cast but a dim and feeble light. For thus it is to one as old as I, who hath seen much within my span of years. The phantom menace which did shake each soul, the vast clone army which made bold attack, the Sith's revenge upon the Jedi true. The small but bold new hope the rebels brought, the rogue ones, the way the vicious empire did strike back, the grand return the Jedi then did make. Mine eyes were witness to the fair result, decline and fall of the galactic empire. What followed, though, did beggar all belief. The swift destruction of the chronicles wherewith the new republic would bring calm somehow. Suppression of the Jedi history and every story of their gallantry somehow. The rise of the most vile First Order somehow, which even now doth move upon my home Jakku. Their mighty ships I spy beyond the skies, like doomsday keenly waiting in the wings. Our galaxy doth exorcism need from this pernicious blight upon its face. My hope is that the brave resistance shall make landing ere the cruel First Order doth. May it be so, else all is lost indeed. No sooner is it spoken than 'tis done. Our hope arriveth in this pilot's form.
Good Master
Enter
Tekka.
Poe Dameron.
And you. Good Master Tekka, we have heard it told you do have knowledge that may bring us aid, where we may find the Jedi Skywalker. For though the mighty man hath flown away, and whether 'twas night or in a day, or in a vision, or mayhap in none, he is, therefore, still any less the gone?
Our time draws short, even as thou askest this. I bid thee take this storage unit here, which I for many years have safe preserved. It shall begin to set all things aright. My travels o'er the wayward galaxy have taken me too far, most verily. Mine eyes have seen far more than any orb should witness of misfortune and despair. Without the Jedi, balance there is none within the Force.
That motley drama, oh, be sure, it shall not be forgot. And now our chance anon shall be reality. The general tenaciously hath searched for this intelligence for length of days.
The general, appellation strange. My mind and heart do claim her royalty.
Heaven have her in its sacred keep. She is.
Enter BB-8.
Zero flip, fleet, Rubik, fleabit, flip, blick, blick, blocks, fleer, zoos, list blocks, fleet, blick, lose it, fleer, reese, rujik, blink, reap, flip, blip, rock, fleer, blue, flip, zoom, flee, blue, blah, blue, flee, bliss.
Lo, death hath reared himself a throne and doth approach with haste. We shall have company, thus you must hide.
And thou, my lad, must leave. Go hence, deliver my fond hope to her.
Exit lore. Enter a mighty battalion of stormtroopers, including Captain Pashama, FN 2187. Enter several citizens of Jakku, severally fighting in opposition.
Roll swiftly as thou canst, good BB-8. Kind solace in a dying hour thou art.
Flip, flee, zip, whip, whip, flooby, zoom, reach, flee.
Poe and BB-8 climb into Poe's X-Wing starfighters. Stormtroopers fire at his... It cuts off.
Oh,
Ship.
this wreck, this ruin, oh, these stones, alas. My ship is struck with harsh and searing blows that mean methinks this mean devastation soon.
Flip, flip, blue, ray, ziwa, flee, flip, play, flip, zooms, flip, blue, flip, blick, flig, blue, zoom, blip, blip.
Thanks kindly, BB-8. I see them come and shall respond with fire to take their lives.
Poe returns fire on the stormtroopers and then exits his damaged ship.
The hardest day, the hardest hour mine eyes shall see, ever have seen. The ship is sacked, and I'll not leave here but as a prisoner. 'Tis certain so. I see the battle's end. I therefore shall entrust unto my droid the storage unit the Lord hath given me. I prithee, BB-8, attend me now. Take thou this databank, for it shall be far more secure in thy care than in mine.
Poe places the data storage unit inside BB-8.
Now get thee gone as far as thou can roll. Dost thou attend?
Flip, play, blee, play, zoom, swa.
At morn, at noon, at twilight dim, wherever the time hath arrived, I shall come for thee.
Exit BB-8.
What stand against these foes? Many one man make? I'm outnumbered, hundreds to my one. Still, I will make whatever fight I can, and mayhaps freedom shall be my reward.
Enter Kylo Ren in his shuttle.
Alas, thou fallen stormtrooper and friend, FN 2003, my squad mate true, thou diest on this battlefield, even here. The first engagement in which I have fought, like womp rats in a nest, we were fixed fast. As we flew in the transport to Jakku, formed into order stately rows of white. I guess. Prepared for years for battle on this night. Each one of us a soldier, trained and skilled, tamed from our families and raised to kill. The great First Order is our only kin. Our chieftains hold the claim to parentage, for we know not of ties of family. Our squadron is our first community. Yet, here this night wherein I come to fight, I find myself dismayed by horrid sights. My comrade, bloody, fallen, dead and gone, as we make slaughter of these innocents. I cannot fight. My mind hath shaken loose of what the strong First Order doth require.
Sorry, now enter Kylo Ren in his extremely slow shuttle.
What is this ship that draweth quickly near? Quickly, or slowly, in either regard, it's intimidating in its grim entrance. Oh, it doth shake very heaven on high, with tumult as thunder is so bleak. 'Tis likely that some fiend doth ride within, a dark apostle of the foul First Order.
Poe hides. Enter stormtroopers escorting Lorne Santeca, who is in custody. They bring him before Kylo Ren.
Mine entrance is the very knell of death, which doth come ringing for mine enemies. Disciple of the dark side, Kylo Ren, so am I now and evermore shall be. My weaker past behind me, I am here to show the reach of the First Order's might. Tonight begins our governed ultimate, not gone, defeated, or forgotten, nay. For with the Jedi ended, we shall be unbreakable, alive, and damn all else. Behold, thou knave, how old thou art become.
Not so pitiful and tragic as the loathsome fate that hath befallen thee.
Thou knowest what my presence here requires. The thing for which I seek, pray, make it plain. I'll not abide your parries and your jests.
Okay. What thou hast come for is not my concern. 'Tis whence thou comest that I know full well. The time ere thou didst claim the name of Ren.
The map to the rank Jedi Skywalker. We know thou hast discovered it at last. Thou shalt to the First Order give this map.
The base First Order from the dark side rose, yet thou didst not.
The dark side thou shalt see, for I shall show its deadly power to thee.
Belike thou shalt endeavor to do so. Still, thou canst not deny the simple truth. The family whence thou hast come.
Indeed.
Kylo Ren slays Lorne Santeca.
Oh God.
He was a goodly spirit, he who fell. I shall take my revenge whilst time permits.
Poe reveals himself, firing at Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren uses the Force to stop the blast short and frees Poe. Stormtroopers bring Poe to Kylo Ren.
What happens next, O friend and fiend of hell? 'Tis I shall speak, or you, or what you will? Pray, speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
The old man hath given what I seek to thee, resistant scum.
Most difficult it is to hear your words, with all the apparatus doth mire your visage from my sight. The night, though clear, shall frown, and all the stars shall not look down upon your hidden and most hideous face, most cowardly and wrapped in the black mask. What is it that doth make a man like you make haste to hide himself from others' sight? Are you feared your deeds shall be made known? Or do you think, observing not your eyes, I shall not know the evil in your heart?
Search thou this man.
He nothing hath, my lord.
Deposit this weak rogue aboard my ship. His veiled secrets shall not long be kept.
Stormtroopers strike Poe and carry him away. Captain Phasma approaches Kylo Ren.
Sir, what of all the villagers herein who have borne witness to our fierce attack? What is your iron will as touching them?
Destroy them all. Not even one shall live.
At my command, do steel your nerves and fire.
The stormtroopers fire at the villagers.
Oh, vicious deed, unspeakable and foul. Fie, evil goes unchecked, soars limitless, and fury, wrath, and death have taken the day. I shall not fire my weapon, come what will. Damned be the consequence for mine inaction, for now to act would be my soul to slay. It's bad.
I sense a stormtrooper who doth not shoot.
Ah, damn.
Whose conscience mayhap speaks to her with lies. This shall I both recall and contemplate, lest to some future ill it doth translate.
Exit. Scene 2. Aboard the Finalizer. Enter Poe Dameron, guarded by stormtroopers. Enter FN 2187 severally.
I've been ta'en unto a station vast, existence whereof the resistance knows but little and suspects even less. 'Tis plain, the base first order groweth quickly and strong. Behold the ships within the stronghold grim, arranged for battle and destruction swift. My mind begins to tremble at the sight, and fear, which doth betray my better senses, hath stirred from out the abyss of my heart.
Exit Poe and stormtroopers.
Whew. My mind still reels for what mine eyes did see upon the dreadful planet of Jakku. 'Tis certain that the planet's cursed by fate, and if I never return unto its surface, 'twill yet be all too soon for such as I.
Enter Captain Phasma.
FN 2187, show thy mettle, thou shalt submit thy blaster for inspection.
Forsooth, my captain, even as you do say.
And is thy brain changed into worthless scrap? Who is this officer superior who hath given their permission for the odd removal of thy helmet from thy head?
Apologies, fair captain, none was given.
Pray, mind thy heart for true obedience, and make report to my division soon.
Exit Captain Phasma.
Oh, now sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all of life overwhelm them to mine eyes.
Exit FN 2187. Scene 3. On the planet Jakku. Enter Rey. Enter Unkar Plut aside and in outpost stall.
Pulled by a longing deep within my soul, each day I struggle merely to endure, repeating mine endeavors day by day, content to wait for those I know shall come. Here on Jakku, I make my simple way. Among the junkyards, I go scavenging, not to discover aught of treasure, nay, collecting merely remnants, bits and scraps, eaten out to earn the food that keeps me whole. I climb within the mighty falling crafts, a scrambling o'er starship's inward parts, my body able, fit for such a task, strong both in sinew and in mind am I. Of more than just a scrounger's heart I possessed. Methinks it is a solitary life, looking to the skies or to the stars and hoping for my dear ones who did leave now long ago to make their homecoming. Continually do I yearn for them, even as I spend my hours in toil and want. Still, there is plenty here to fill my time. The careful ravage of the Ravager, one of the many ships through which I seek, revisiting the wreckage every day, observing some new salvageable piece, requiring patience, care, and bravery. Collecting junk from starships is my lot. Hours pass until it is time to leave the ruins. I make descent with newfound parts and then load them upon my trusted sliding sandboard. Departing quick atop my speed as swift, or all the dunes past rank steel-pecker birds fly I across the barren wilderness. Hie then to Nema outpost with my wares. I drag my sandboard across the golden silt. My things I polish with the utmost care. There, seated near the older scroungers who have spent their lives entire in drudgery. Even there I scrub the junk with wearied hopes. Fate hath, it seems, no other thread for me. At last I go to junk boss Unka Plut, base-born and rude, a scoundrel full of greed. Looks he upon the scraps I have discovered, ere cheating me a little more day by day, decides he then what paltry sum he'll proffer. Jakku is not a planet for the weak, especially for those who shrink in fear. Determination is the only virtue I've found to be a safeguard in this place. One who hath vigor, wit, and fortitude, belike shall be the one who doth prevail. In past times I believed I'd not survive. With age comes strength. With strength comes perseverance. And thus I persevere. Pray, know my name. Nearby the sun shines bright. I am its ray.
What thou hast brought me here today is worth 1/4 portion.
Thus it swiftly goes. They'll hate who shall, while I must shake it off. Back to my humble shelter I return. Inside a walker of imperial times, the portion given to me by Unka Plut becometh that on which I dine by sunset. Veg meat and polystarch have little taste, yet shall maintain my health as I have need. I shall be seated on the sandy ground and take my meal whilst donning this helmet, which once a warrior did proudly wear, who now is but a hidden skull and bones. Another dusk hath fallen on Jakku. I'll mark the time with scratch upon the wall, as I have done for many thousand days. The record of mine isolation here, each line a blemish on my youthful soul.
Enter BB-8 aside, in a net pulled by Tito riding astride a Luger beast.
Blick flare, blivy, zip, blick, flicks, blah, bleep, flip, blick, zoom, zoos, zablu, blah, zoom, bleep.
Talama Pakwa,
Dabida padu.
Nadanta Pakwa,
Ni dayan de roca.
Hut Noma,
Raya bonji bonganu. Blick, flee, blick, bliss, rue, ziv, royal, bluzal, blee.
'Twas no more than one Tito most vile, who wants to take thee for thine inward parts. He hath respect for naught and no one, nay. Come, let me look on thee, for I can see thou hast a bent antenna. Come, I prithee. Whence hast thou ventured to Jakku, my friend?
Fluza, zudur, blue flit, blav, flu box bliss, zoom blick, blue royal, zuz zawa, blue bliss, play bliss, flig, flig flig, ziflir, flit flit, zblee, blazud.
'Tis classified indeed. Ah, me as well. A most profound and well-kept secret. Aye. Mysterious unto the last. Huh. Nay, a secret is but secret if there is another soul within the galaxy who'd care to know it. I am too alone to be wrapped up in secrets, verily. But there's an end with talk of secrets. If thou rollst thyself most spherical in that direction, Nema outpost thou shalt find. Yet be forewarned, go not near Kelvin Ridge, and stay far from the northern sinking fields, lest thou mayst drown within a sandy tomb.
Blocks, fliblick, zood, zood, blig, rude, blug, zoon, flu, blip, flu, blocks, blip, blue, room, bit, blip, zits, roo, blave, blifir, bleed.
Nay, follow not with me. Thou must go thither if thou'lt reach the town.
Zoom, bliss, blit, flute, rouzwa, blue, blake, roo, flu, reach, blah, bleef, flit, flig, roo, zoom, 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 bleep, zoo, flit, flip, bit, root, flare, zood, zwa, blue, blake.
Oh, follow then.
Zoom, bree, blue, flu, blay.
Yet in the morning thou must go away, for ample struggle have I in this place to keep myself alive, much less a droid, even such an amiable droid as thou.
Blue zoom, blay, blay, blue, flix, roop, boop, boop, zwa, bree, zoom, blip, blocks, blee, bliss.
Thou welcome art. This droidly friend I had not hoped to find, yet presently our two fates are entwined.
Excellent. traveling to Ray's shelter. Scene 4. Aboard the finalizer. Enter Kylo Ren on balcony. Poe Dameron is aside, also on balcony, unconscious and bound to an interrogation chair.
The dark side is the calling I embrace, for 'tis the heritage I have received, to bring the final Jedi to disgrace. The Knights of Ren did first give me my place, and in their care my gifts were first conceived. The dark side is the calling I embrace. Luke Skywalker's last steps my mind shall trace, until at last his capture is achieved, to bring the final Jedi to disgrace. Thus I'll interrogate this pilot base, until the information is retrieved. The dark side is the calling I embrace, and when at last Skywalker I outpace, the dark side's strength by all shall be perceived, to bring the final Jedi to disgrace. Thus let the interview proceed apace. Mine expectation shall not be aggrieved. The dark side is the calling I embrace, to bring the final Jedi to disgrace.
Kylo Ren approaches Poe, who awakens.
You never more shall win, you vile villain.
I did not know the bravest pilot of the small resistance was aboard our ship. Art thou most comfortable, resistance brute?
Oh, evil thing in a robe of sorrow. Nay.
Thou hast impressed me by thy seeming might. Though we have tried, none hath yet broken thee, or picked the lock of thy most fastened mind, to find what thou hast done with the map we seek.
Your keys and other instruments have failed, for I'm not a door that may be opened, or a trunk that holds a mystery for you. Where I have kept that secret none shall know, and thus my hidden memory is to me like some enchanted far-off isle in some tumultuous sea, where you cannot reach.
Now come, O dark side of the Force severe, and move within me to unbolt his mind.
Kylo Ren uses the Force to try to extract thoughts from Poe's mind.
Where is it? I will know, and shall indeed.
Let your heart from this present pathway part. The brave resistance shall not be coerced. Intimidation shall not break our will.
Where is it? Thou shalt tell me.
Oh, alas, would I could wake. My soul is sorely shaken.
Poe screams as Kylo Ren overcomes his resistance to the Force. Enter General Hux on balcony.
The map is in a droid upon Jakku within a BB unit.
Oh, very well. Our troops shall have it soon within our grasp.
Pray, make it so. 'Tis now within your care. Yea, Luke Skywalker shall escape us ne'er.
Exit. Scene 5 on the planet Jakku. Enter Rey and BB-8. Enter Unkar Plut, aside in an outpost stall.
Whate'er thou do, make sure thou keep'st thy hope, for 'tis what shall sustain thee on Jakku. Whoe'er thou waitest on may yet appear. O droid called classified, believe thou me, when waiting is the subject, I am master.
Blocks, flip, roop, read, blip, blue, flip, flippers, zoom, blip, blip, rublic, blue books, blue, blade, flip, Zawariel, fills, zip, blue, blip, rebliz, zoo, root, zip, blip, blue blocks, fur.
My family are they whom I expect. They shall return one day, I know 'tis true. Come with me now, we must to Unkar Plut.
Rey and BB-8 approach Unkar Plut, and Rey hands him her junk scraps.
Pizzas 5. My own reckoning are worth a mere half portion.
What? Thou knave! Last week they were worth half a portion each. Belike the sum should be 2.5. And now thou sayest 'tis 1/2 alone. Is junk so plentiful upon Jakku that 'tis no longer valuable to thee? Can junk make decrease or increase in value? For still it is but junk. Is this not so?
Enough of prating. Say, what of thy droid?
What of him, eh?
I shall pay thee for him. Full 60 portions he is worth to me.
Oh, riches I've ne'er imagined. This vast amount would feed me for a year. Yet, look at this poor droid, so innocent and clearly with the mission on his mind. If I abandon him to Unka Plut, 'twould be no better than when I was small and felt bereft by mine own family. Oh, give me strength. I must reject this deal. I shall decline. The droid is not for sale. Come, BB-8. Let us withdraw anon.
Exit Ray and BB-8.
I bid thee, though it seem paranoid, pray follow her and bring me back the droid.
Exit. Scene 6. Aboard the Finalizer and on the planet Jakku. Enter FN 2187.
My mind hath been decided finally, though far too long I've thought on this decision. I shall escape the harsh first order soon, and shall be netted pilot fly withal. Between his skull and mine own uniform, we have the things we need to flee this place.
Enter a stormtrooper with Poe Dameron, who is bound.
Ren swiftly would receive the prisoner. Unbind the fiend, I shall escort him thither.
A stormtrooper unbinds Poe and exits.
I prithee, hear my words anon, good fellow. If thou wilt listen, I shall help thee flee.
What dost thou mean? If I hear thee aright, thy words do fall like starlight on a pall.
Herein doth lie a rescue. Followest thou? Hast thou the talent TIE fighters to fly?
Thou art an emblem of glow of the hope. Thou art with the resistance, Sirach kind?
Nay, nay, I merely am thy ticket off. Canst thou, I prithee, fly TIE fighters? Please say yes.
Aye. There's no vessel that hath bested me, for I can pilot anything that flies. But wherefore art thou helping me, my friend? How many thoughts of entombed hopes I dared to dream, but had near given up.
'Tis but the fair and noble thing to do.
Forever changing places by my troth. Thou dost need a pilot, my friend, 'tis true.
Forsooth, I need a pilot.
This shall be. I'd go with thee to sunshine and in shadow.
Enter many stormtroopers and guards as FN 2187 and Poe Dameron proceed to the Finalizer's main hangar.
Oh, be thou calm, ne'er fearful. Oh, be calm.
I am most calm. My heart is brighter than the many stars within the sky above.
I am but speaking to myself, not thee. Now here fall speedily aside with me.
FN 2187 and Poe step quickly aside and into a waiting TIE fighter. They enter its cabin.
Long have I wished to fly one of these ships. Twin ion engines, legendary TIE, the mystery which binds me still in awe. Tell me, my newfound comrade, canst thou shoot?
A blaster, certainly, I know full well.
The principle's the same within this ship. The toggle thou shalt find upon the left can switch twixt cannons, missiles, and magpulse. The sights on the right, where within thou aimest, and use the triggers for to fire. Dost see? Pray, let thy heart be light. Uprise no dirge.
Oh, complicated system of controls.
They begin to take off, but are stopped by a cable attached to the TIE fighter.
Alack! Yet I shall clear this snag forthwith. Our star dials are pointed to the morn. We shall steer their course and fly it on.
Enter Colonel Kaplan and Officer Thanison above on balcony.
Well, I'd not believe it, yet mine eyes do see unsanctioned departure from Bay 2.
Alert the General Ian Hux and stop that fighter from departing the ship!
Okay.
Exit Colonel Kaplan and Officer Thanison. Stormtroopers begin shooting at the TIE fighter. FN 2187 takes the controls and fires back.
Though ye have been my friends and comrades both, ye shall not stand athwart my passage. Fie!
We have escaped to fly among the stars, like some full-orbed moon that, like a soul through a precipitate pathway through heaven.
Exit stormtroopers as Poe and FN 2187 fly into space.
Oh, how this vessel soars most powerfully. See thou those cannons yet? Thou must destroy them utterly, lest they do destroy us. We shall not venture far if they are whole. We shall put us in position. Thou, I give every gun thy sight, but few thy shot. Ahead, dost see? A target clean, if thou canst hit it.
FN 2187 shoots and destroys the cannon.
Aye, I shall not fail. Did thou see? My finest shot, didst see?
I saw, forsooth. Thy hearty joyous laugh is like a tintibulation that so musically wells up from the spheres. What is thy name, O worthy rescuer?
FN 2187 is my name. It is the only name that was for me, the only name the vile order first gave, the only name forced on me by cruel men, the only name of signs and numbers formed.
I shall not use the letter-digit phrase by which a hateful enemy hath called thee, soldier, utterly expendable. Say, what a fin! How doth this title suit? By that dear name I e'er shall call on thee. Thou art more than brother unto me.
Finn? Indeed, it suits me well, my friend. I'll be the quickest fin that e'er did steer, the brawny figure of a colo claw, the fish that swimmeth near the briny depths.
My name is Poe Dameron, and I am. We shall be friends. 'Tis well we know thee, sirrah. A voice from the future cries, on! We shall be friends, whatever the episode.
'Tis well we know thee too, my new friend Poe.
Enter Kylo Ren, General Hux, and an officer above on balcony.
They have destroyed the turbo lasers, sir.
I prithee use the ventral cannons then.
Aye, sir. We shall anon bring them online.
General, is it the Resistance pilot? Hath he somehow absconded?
Verily. And had he help from one of our own men? E'en now we search the registers to find the traitorous stormtrooper who did aid him.
The Force doth know what your computers seek. 'Twas that one from the village on Jakku, FN 2187. Fire upon it!
The ventral cannon is prepared to fire.
Fire thou with all the fury thou canst send. We'll spill the blood that hath today escaped.
Exit Kylo Ren, General Hux, and officer.
One shot approaches hastily. Dost see? My right is right, thy left is right. How statue like I see thee stand. Be brave!
Finn shoots one cannon.
Aha, well aimed! We may evade this salvo yet.
Yet wait, where are we bound? Where fliest thou?
E'en by route obscured and lonely must we swiftly make return into Jakku.
Back to Jakku! Our newfound friendship hits its first blockade. Nay unto Jakku. We must depart the system sans deferment. Please.
My droid must be retrieved ere the First Order takes him into captivity. He is the truest, most fervently devoted, a BB unit with white and orange too. He hath no peer in all the galaxy.
His color doth concern me not, fair Poe, but mine own color if we do not leave. The yellow of fearfulness I feel, the blue of my heart frozen in my chest, the red blood that shall fall when I am dead. No droid could be so vital to our fates. It is unfathomable. We must leave. Put the First Order far behind us. See, if we return, our sure is death.
My sentence is, we shall find BB-8. The droid is trusting to the mild-eyed stars and holdeth a map to Luke Skywalker.
This far gone droid withal, thou art consumed. Pray tell me, friend, that thou dost only jest. You playing, right?
The TIE fighter is blasted by a cannon shot. Exit Poe. Finn falls to the surface of Jakku in the ship. Enter General Hux, Captain Phasma, and Officer Unamo, above on balcony.
FN 2187 made report unto mine own division. There he was evaluated carefully and sent to have his courage soldered up and to be reconditioned for to serve again.
Showed he e'er signs of nonconformity?
This was his first offense, and first I saw of his deep feebleness, as weak as tin.
My general, their vessel hath been hit.
Destroyed?
disabled, bound unto Jakku. The fighter shall make landing in the Badlands of Goazan.
Back for the droid, no doubt. With haste dispatch a squad unto the wreckage.
Exit General Hux, Captain Phasma, and Officer Unam.
What's this? Alone upon a lifeless dune? Yet, where is Poe? Oh, Poe, where hast thou fallen?
She searches around for the wrecked TIE fighter, and he finds Poe. He finds Poe's doublet and picks it up.
The fighter's here, yet pilot is there none. His doublet only is what's left of him. The man hath flown away sans trace or hint, yea, disappeared as 'twere a fairy tale.
The ground under Finn begins to shake.
The ground doth shake. Is failure not a now? Shall every element turn foe as well?
Finn steps away from the TIE fighter. The sinking sands swallow the fighter whole.
Fie! Wonder for mine eyes most horrible. Was Poe made landlord of a sandy grave? Did he attend a desert funeral? Do his bones lie full fathom 5 below, his final resting place upon the dune? Oh, may it not yet be so, yet so I fear. The man belike is dead, mine only friend. What shall I do? I have borne fardels plenty, and now for Poe and for myself must live.
Finn begins walking away from the wreckage, removing his uniform and donning Poe's doublet.
My stormtrooper veneer I do forsake, and make my life hereafter as a man. The odious first order I disown, and shall from now with honor mark my days. Too long I played my cards and bet my life. I'd wagered like a fool with my own soul. The future looked as bright as any diamond, but wretched duty formed as a knocking club that furnished me with only crooked spades, with which I might forfend my weary heart. The mean first order held the final card, the trump that would undo me finally. This trump card was my freedom's shocking end, the king that did make forfeit all my days. This card did lie to me and all my friends. This trump was base and fickle, villainous. The cruel first order conned me from the first and raised me to be faithful to its ends. I was confined to years of losing bets. My life was played away even from my birth. The ante that I owed too great a fine that I could pay had I 500 lives. When man is but a number standing fixed against a foe that's far more powerful, he'll fail at every trick and hand and game. Thus I shall leave my life of cards behind. No more to gamble in the game of folly, wherein the stakes are far too high for me. My life ere now was but a prelude to the future which I do embrace with yearning. But soft, what is this vision that appears? Far off the post I see where I'll begin my life anew. No trooper I, but Finn.
Exit. Act 2. Scene 4, above the finalizer. Enter General Hux and Kylo Ren.
Our supreme leader Snoke explicit was, detain the droid if we've the wherewithal, destroy it if we must.
How capable are these your soldiers whom we send to do it?
My method shall not answer to your queries.
'Tis certain you have no objection to committing e'en the highest treason, Perhaps our leader Snoke would benefit from clone-led army rather than your troops.
My soldiers are exceptionally trained, programmed from birth, ere they do parents know, to serve, to heed, to fight, and to obey.
They should therefore have little trouble with this mission on Jakku. Retrieve the droid, sons its destruction. Do you understand?
Take care, Dark Ren. That purpose personal doth not our leader Snoke's will contradict.
I want the map, and have it soon I shall. For your sake, pray deliver it anon.
Oh, how that man doth stir my very soul. A young man, yea, yet still a valid threat. His power with the dark side hath increased beyond what I can fathom or imagine. He, though, should render me the due respect that doth befit the title general. I am no juvenile, naive recruit, no beastly soldier of the lowest rank. I am no less than Hux, the general, and should be given the proper deference. Yet Kylo Ren by other thoughts is moved, not soon impressed by title, place, or rank. He hath no dread of his superiors, save Snoke, who causes all to be afeared. Thus, if to gain my leader Snoke's esteem, I must discover and bring back the droid, I shall do it with every mean employed.
Exit. Scene 2. On the planet Jakku at Nima Outpost. Enter Finn. Enter a Hababor aside, drinking from a trough.
Lo, I have walked 500 miles, at least I would walk 500 more forsooth. Nay, not 500, mayhap 4 or 5, sufficient distance still to work me woe. Oh, now my throat is parched on fire with thirst, and only water satisfies its burn. Yet in this awful outpost is the taste of water an exclusive luxury. I am not proud, not Finn, not in this life. There stands a fierce and mighty Habapor who drinks his fill of water through the trough. I'll thither happily for to quench my thirst.
Finn runs to the Habapor watering hole and drinks greedily.
Oh, water foul, yet sweet upon my lips.
Wherefore should it be that I am called a beast of burden, when my burden is to share my water with an animal more wild and voracious than myself? And he hath the look of madness in his eyes, whilst I am an enlightened Habapor. I do my work upon Jakku's bleak dunes as any must who would survive this climb. Thereafter, though, when my day hath turned to night, I make my way into my shelter meek, and read the classic tales that are renowned throughout our galaxy. My mind is sharp, though some may think my body base and rude. Give me a book to read, a mind to think, and time to contemplate life's mysteries, and ye shall find a happy Habapor, far more refined than the man who drinketh here.
Exit Habapor. Enter Rey, surrounded by and fighting with 2 ruffians. Enter BB-8 behind.
What's this? A maid in danger? Fie upon it. I shall a feat of bravery endeavor.
Rey fights off the ruffians who exit hastily.
The lady is formidable indeed. No freeing doth she need, to my chagrin, but soft the droid who's with her stands. Is it the BB-8 unit where Poe did speak?
Zoom, zoom, blip, zoom, sequat bliss, bloop, bleep, bleep, zoom, rear, blue bliss, bleep, bleep. Block, zawi, blick, zoom, blick, blue, bleep, red flicked.
'Tis he. Avaunt, thou scurvy, wretched knave.
Rey begins chasing Finn.
From hero to harried in a trice.
Finn is caught and leveled by Rey's quarterstaff.
Where art thou bound, thou vile, conniving thief?
Thief? Oh, alas, now wherefore how shocks thee. Girl, I'm shocked. I can't read, the screen went off.
The pilot's doublet wherewith thou art clothed, the droid hath told me it is stolen. Was't?
This day hath been as if it were a night. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm stressed out, I'm thirsty, I'm dehydrated. Give me a break, y'all. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this day hath been twere a lifetime whole. Thy patience and forbearance I would have. Ow! Wilt thou, I prithee, end thy fearful pricks, you stupid droid?
Where didst thou find the doublet? For the droid doth say it was his master's property.
Faith, 'twas the doublet of Poe Dameron. That is his name, thy master and thy chief. The rank First Order captured him, and I did help him hither flee unto Jakku. Excuse me. Small tie, thank you. It's dusty. It's the dirt. Damn Jakku dust. Our small TIE fighter, though, did crash nearby.
Bless you again.
Thank you. I swear to God, this damn dust. What was I? Oh, yeah, the TIE fighter. So, yeah, it crashed or whatever. Unfortunately, Poe hath flown his last, for he is dead and gone beneath the dunes. I would fain save him. My condolences.
Sweet blick. Rule Zounds wa. Zoot blit flick blick.
BB-8 rolls aside in grief.
Thou art, therefore, with the resistance strong.
Not with allergies, but yeah, resistance for sure. She now regards me with a lofty eye. I'd not her heart extinguish all aflame. Forsooth, I am resistance in itself. Yeah, a pilot of the bold resistance. Yeah, resistance is my faith, my soup, my hope. And of resistance, I am finally made.
Wondrous soul, and now the face of the resistance I have ne'er laid eyes upon.
I mean, we valiant fighters of the resistance. They all look like me, or else look different, but
The droid, this BB-8, doth tell the tale of secret missions and the hidden base to which he must return with all due haste.
Thus Poe hath spoken too, for BB-8 doth hold a map to find Luke Skywalker. It seemeth the friend and foe alike do seek.
Luke Skywalker, even he. Methought 'twas Smith, a bedtime tale to whisper to the young.
Enter stormtroopers. BB-8 rolls towards Rey and Finn in haste.
Bleed clear, blue bleed, flu, blue blix bleed, blue bliss, bleed blix zoom, blue blah, zoom bleed.
Stormtroopers do approach. Hold fast my hand.
Finn takes Rey by the hand and starts running away. BB-8 follows them.
Hast thou gone mad? Why pullest thou my hand?
I bid thee fly. There is no time to talk. Flee, BB-8 and 9. Come on.
Pray, let me go. Unhand me by my troth. Stay close, good droid. Come by this route. I know where we must go.
Call it an airstrike. They shall not escape.
They shoot at both of us, not merely thee.
They did find thee with me. Thus art thou marked.
My thanks for that. I asked not for this.
Was not I who pursued thee with the staff? Have no one blasters in this awful place?
Sweet BB-8, art thou in good repair?
La flit, zilfru, vlit, blit, zip, swa, la fear, blay, bliss, blue, flit, blit, 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 bliss.
The sound of ships are flying through the air.
And takes Rey's hand again and pulls her away, running. BB-8 follows behind. Enter TIE fighters of the First Order.
Release my hand. I need not thy protection. I swear the next time thou dost take my hand, thou shalt receive a mighty fist instead.
Fine.
They run. The TIE fighters pursue them, firing and knocking down Rey and Finn. Finn is briefly unconscious.
What ho! Say thou hast fallen. Wake, awake!
Fusion lady, tell me, art thou well?
O man of laughable intentions, I this time take thou my hand, and I shall lead.
Rey lifts Finn to his feet, and they run toward the shipyard.
Our feet cannot outrun their laser blasts.
We'll not have need, for we shall make escape in that quad jumper.
Where a pilot find?
Search nowhere but before thine eyes, 'tis I.
Thou? Wondrous lady, what of that ship yon?
Hey, 'tis but garbage, fit for scrap, not flight.
The TIE fighters shoot and destroy the quad jumper toward which Rey and Finn are running.
The garbage shall suffice. Pray, let us go.
They run toward the other ship, which is the Millennium Falcon.
The royal blue bliss blig, ziwa blue blix blig, zaboon blig blue blip bliss blib, zuru blig.
The gun positions there below the decks. I pray thee, hie thee there and make defense.
Finn moves down stage to the gunner position.
Hast thou ever flown this vessel vast and old?
It hath known not a flight these many years.
The guns are here, yet they shake to and fro. I can do this. And shall not shall not fail. Not gonna fail.
Ray turns on the controls of the cockpit.
I can do this. And I will not fail. Controls engaged. We fly into the air. O'er sandy dunes we soar above Jakku. Until this moment life hath simple been, led only by mine instinct to survive, depending on no person but myself. Like fate hath for me some other plan. E'en with the resistance shall my path be joined, knit closely unto them as skin to bone. I take delight, such future to envision. Now hath my day such keen adventure known. Tut, it shall not be, nor may not, nay. Out there beyond the stars my destiny shall not be found, for here I'm bound to wait. Keen is my heart to see my family. Yet when shall they return? Until that day, whene'er some undertaking doth rise, as has today come knocking on my door. Lo, though the venture calls unto my heart, knocks deep within my soul to answer it. E'en then I know it may not, shall not be. Restricted is my life unto Jakku, so may I see my family again, once they have made their certain homecoming. Meanwhile, I shall this bulky ship direct, if in the doing I may keep us safe. Linked are this droid and this man unto me. Deliverance or disaster, come apace.
Anchor Ungar Plut above on balcony, witnessing the fight of the Millennium Falcon.
Yet what is this? That's mine! 'Tis mine, forsooth! If ye shall steal from me, you'll know my steal.
Exit Unkar.
Stay low, and we may soon surpass our foes. We shall confuse their tracking even thus.
Small BB-8, I bid thee, hold thou tight. I shall go round and lose these enemies.
Flip, flee, fluzit, blocks, flow league, Zwory blue, royal.
These fighters do not miss the mark. We're hit, not fatally, yet more I'd not endure.
With what art thou engaged below the deck? Shalt thou fire back, or let us be destroyed? Pray take the gun and deftly strike withal.
I shall, and soon, yet are the shields at full?
Without co-pilot 'tis most difficult, yet I shall make it so.
Try. This foul gun 'tis hardly fit for operation. Ha! Ha ha ha! Now I am set. I fire to set us free.
Finn fires at the TIE fighters.
Yeah, it's hard to say, huh? Fire! We need cover quickly, else we die.
We shall soon have some if my ploy succeeds. I'll fly direct into the junkyards there to keep us safe by the armor of the ships that once did fall so that we may still fly.
Ray pilots the Millennium Falcon into the wreckage of the junkyards of Jakku. Finn shoots and destroys a TIE fighter.
Ha ha, thou fiend. My shot hath hit the mark.
Well done, O comrade brave. Repeat it now.
My skill increaseth with my fervor, yea, but what's this? My gun itself is struck and hath turned lame. Oh, fie, what shall I do? The cannon hath been struck and not in forward aim. It shall not move, thus thou must dodge our foes.
All bolder steps endeavor. Be prepared.
Prepared so shall I be. And yet for what?
Ray pilots the Millennium Falcon inside a crushed ship.
Forbear, shall we attempt this lunacy? For certain thou art wild, but not insane.
Yet they would be the madder to give chase. Now out again, into this unlit day, where I shall play a classic pilot's ruse, to disengage the thrusters all, and where the ship had broken down by some malfunction, it shall appear that we are bound to fall, as gravity doth work upon the ship, and we do plummet swiftly to the ground. Then, in a trice, the thrusters re-engage, and we make our escape, so let it be.
Ray disengages the thrusters and lets the ship fall.
The final ship hath come within my sights. I shoot. By fortunes carried to new heights.
Then shoots and destroys the final TIE fighter. Exit. Scene 3. Aboard the Finalizer. Enter Kylo Ren and Lieutenant Mitka on balcony.
With deep regret, I must inform you, sir, we are unable to acquire the droid who was but recently upon Jakku. It did escape our capture, fixed fast upon a stolen ship which docked nearby, an old Corellian YT model freighter.
Thou dost report the droid a freighter stole?
Is not precisely it. The droid had help. No confirmation hath yet been received, yet we believe FN2187 did aid the droid as it did make escape.
Kylo Ren brandishes his lightsaber, flashing the controls nearby.
Oh my.
Competence beyond imagining!
Ooh,
Fine.
wow.
Madness
Your
must
chamber.
endure, a FICO for thine errant bumbling face. The great First Order bested is by droids, who ally against us with our own stormtroopers. Is this the folly fallen end to which the galaxy doth run with lout-like haste? Aye, out upon it. Tilly Valley, tush, hast thou aught more to say, Lieutenant?
I'm not sure if I should, but okay. Yay. Although I fear the message mightily, and my life on top of that, please don't hit me. The two were by a girl accompanied.
Kylo Ren uses the Force to pull Mitka and grasps his neck.
What girl? What is this nonsense here decreed?
Nonsense?
Exit. Scene 4. Aboard the Millennium Falcon. Enter Rey and BB-8.
We shall depart even briefly from Jakku, so may the cruel First Order lose our trail.
Zoos, flit blue, flit box, bliss flu, zoot, blee, zoo blue, flick, flick zoom, bliss play, rooflet zoot.
Enter Finn.
Thou wert amazing.
Thou fantastic art at piloting, forsooth.
Thy name was true.
Oh, take my humble thanks for thy kind words.
Thou hast my gratitude for thine as well.
Where didst thou learn to fly with aptitude?
I do not know, to speak the truth. The last endeavour was quite foolish, but thy shooting, how well the final foe thou didst outdo.
Thy piloting did frame the perfect shot.
Blocks blade flib, blue rook, blues flues, zood blick flig, rear royal blicks, blue blick, blab zood, blee, flick blib, blick, oh my god, blue bliss, blit, blue re, rubliss, zwa, zoom blick, blue blues, zood, zilf royal, zoom, blizzly.
Royal.
Sweet BB-8. All shall be well, for he is with the brave resistance as thou art. He shall take thee unto thy home at last. We both will. I shall at least go thither. Though we by fate have been together thrown, still I know not thy name.
I'm called Finn, and at thy service firmly do I stand. I prithee, fair one, what is thy name?
Rey, the Rey who thanks thee for a bold escape.
A pipe in the Millennium Falcon bursts suddenly, sending smoke into the air.
Black, give me thy swift assistance, Finn.
What is't? Shall our escape swift be withdrawn?
Rey climbs into a maintenance bay to fix the ship.
The motivator hath been damaged. Pray find a Harris wrench and give it me.
How awful is the damage? Canst thou fix
'Tis bad enow if living is our wish.
Yet the First Order hunts us for even now. We must this wretched system flee anon.
Good BB-8 hath said the resistance base is hidden, knowledge thereof given on a need-to-know foundation. Finn, if I am to transport you thither, I must know.
Is this the instrument that fits thy need?
Finn throws the wrench to Rey, who disappears momentarily inside the bay. Finn beckons BB-8.
Was good. Thou must unveil the secret of the base and its location unto me, my friend.
Zeus Zimblip, Blue Fleet, Blue Bliss, Zorwobbly Blay.
Okay, look, I speak not all thy flits and blips and blee blaze and fools oils. Between we two, I am not from the resistance. To flee from the first order is my need. Yet if thou make it known to us the base, I swear I'll bring thee thither. Aye, 'tis fair.
A pilot's driver next. Say, where's thy base?
Fulfill thy mission. Tell her, BB-8.
BB-8 looks back and forth between Ray and Finn in confusion.
Oh, droid, I bid thee search, and thou shalt find within my heart no rank defiling trace.
Zoom, Philly Blocks, Zoon Flit, Flick Flig, Loyal Black Blee, Blue Blee, Flick Zoon, Flit, Flilly Blay, Blue, Royal Zoom.
Aha, the system of Elenium.
Yep, the system of Elenium, forsooth. Of course 'tis here, as I already knew. We must fly thither fast as fast can fly.
Finn hands Ray the pilot's driver. He salutes BB-8, who salutes in return using his droidally implements.
I'll drop ye at Panema Terminal. The bonding tape I do need next. 'Tis there.
Yet what of thee? Now whither shalt thou go?
Well, I must with all due haste back to Jakku.
Wherefore must everyone back to Jakku? What benefits do others find thereon? Though I would fain forget the horrid place, all others would fervent haste return.
The bonding tape is not that one. See it?
Finn searches, but is unable to find it.
Nay, not that one. The one to which I point. Nay. If we touch not the ship, the large propulsion tank shall overflow and flood the ship with gas most poisonous.
BB-8 points his head to the part Ray needs, which Finn picks up and hands to her.
Is't found?
Indeed, with little thanks to thee.
Yet thou thyself art a pilot, wondrous skilled. Thou canst fly anywhere. Thus, wherefore back? Needst thou thy family or paramour, a most fine paramour with golden locks, tall, blue eyes, or maybe more of a Michael B. Jordan type? I mean, I'm just curious.
The wherefore verily concerns thee not.
All right, my bad.
The lights dim as a loud sound is heard. The Millennium Falcon is pulled inside a larger ship.
That sound portends some wicked twist of fate.
Methinks thou hast it right. This boat's some ill.
They run to the cockpit.
Some other ship hath locked unto us tight. All our controls have been overwritten quite.
I shall ascend these new foes to behold.
Finn climbs into the controls, trying to see the other ship, and stepping on Ray in the process.
Yet as thou dost step not upon my pate, can't see what fight through yonder window breaks.
A ship overtakes us and consumes us full. It is the vile First Order, I am certain.
What shall we do? Perchance there's aught will help.
Thou talkst a moment past of foulest gas fueled by some poison, eh?
I fixed it well.
Canst thou unfix it so to save our lives?
Come, BB-8, into the cargo bay.
I'll lift him down herein. Alas, I fall. By George, the droid hath greater heft than I.
Thinkst thou this on the stormtroopers shall work?
Indeed, their mask can filter any smoke, but cannot filter toxins. They shall fall.
His knowledge of these troopers is immense. The Resistance brave is educated in the smallest details of their enemies.
They hide. Enter chorus. Behold now, enter two familiar chaps. Their countenances older and grown wise. Though 30 years did o'er their lives elapse, most happily shall they come before your ears. Exit chorus. Enter Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh, vision I had never thought to see. Oh, sight beyond belief, and 'twere a dream. Oh, scene wherein I never thought to play. Oh, spectacle that warms a smuggler's heart. My ship, my strength, my soul, my everything. Chewbacca, we're home.
Oh, thank the day. The great Millennium Falcon.
Where are the others? Where is all thy crew? Where are the pilot who hath flown this ship?
'Tis I'm the pilot.
Thou?
Nay, nay, since when were pilots made so young?
My words are true. We only are aboard.
There we go. Thou canst that furry monster understand?
That furry monster understands thee too, so prithee hold thy tongue, or be beshrewed. Come up, out of the hold, and tell me quick. Where dost thou find this ship? How came it thee?
On Nema Outpost.
On Jakku? That junkyard?
My thanks, good fellow. 'Tis a junkyard, see?
I said we should the western reaches check.
If I recall, 'twas I who did say so.
Who did own the ship? Was it Duquesne?
I took the ship from Uncle Platt, who stole it from the Irving boys, as strong as oak in conifer, who hath in turn taken it from thy Duquesne.
Who stole the ship from me? I prithee, when thou speaks to him again, tell bold Duquesne Han Solo hath ta'en back the great Millennium Falcon once more. Ha! And ne'er shall from it separated be.
This is the famed Millennium Falcon. What? Thou art Han Solo.
Yeah. Or used to be.
Han Solo, former general of the rebellion?
Nay, he the smuggler of so many tales.
'Twas he the fabled warring hero?
Belike 'tis he, yet speak in softer tones. In truth, my dear friend's head is large in now.
This is the ship that made the Kessel Run in 14 parsecs.
12! 14, oh pish. Oh ship, beloved ship, how missed I thee. Wait, what is this oversight I spy? Some idle-headed moof-milker did place a no compressor on the ignition line.
'Twas Uncle Platt. Methought it was a blunder. It doth too much o'erstrain.
A hyperdrive. Who's this lass, whose knowledge doth surprise? It seems she hath both fortitude and skill. A pilot unto whom I'd give respect were she not young enough to be my daughter, or, were I honest, mayhap granddaughter. Sad the day when hath a solo turned into a song sung in a childish treble, with pipes and whistles in his sound. Alas, while years have passed, I have, methinks, grown old. Still, I am not so elderly that I have lost my tricks. I'll put them to the test, and test their mettle with a challenge new. I prithee, Chewie, place them in a pod and drop them on the nearest planet.
As thou dost say, 'twill be most surely done.
Nay, cast us not aside so brazenly. We need thy help.
My help?
This little droid must unto the resistance fly anon.
He hath obtained a map which we will find Luke Skywalker. Ha, thy face is plain. The name I speak familiar is to thee. Thou art the self-same Solo who fought once with the rebellion against the former empire. Thou canst not feign that look. Thou knewest him.
Indeed, I knew Luke well. Brother was he unto me. Fie, say no Rathtar hath escaped its bonds and runneth fast and free.
Han Solo runs from the Millennium Falcon with the others in pursuit.
What's this? Speaks thou of filthy Rathtars now? Thou hast no Rathtars on this freighter, true.
I do haul Rathtars on this freighter, true. Yet this next situation may prove worse. The Guavian death gang hath boarded us, before they tracked us hither from Nantoon.
What is a Rathtar?
Large and dangerous.
Knowest thou of the massacre of Trilia?
Nay, not.
Such is unto thy benefit.
I captured 3 of them as we unto King Prana flew. They're within the holds.
3 Rathtars? How? They are nefarious. I fain would have thee tell me how 'twas done.
Once I did travel with a larger crew.
Oh, dreadful notion this.
Your Rathtar is the emperor for diet. We fat all creatures, else to fat ourselves. The crew did fat themselves for Rathtar's meals.
Zusablis, Real Zounds Wablox, Biokrook, Blick.
Han opens a hatch in the floor.
Ray, crawl inside and stay until I say. Think not, e'en for an instant, of once more appropriating the Millennium Falcon.
Agreed. What of the droid, small BB-8?
With me shall he remain until the gang hath gone. You three may then go on your way.
Where are the Rathtars hidden? What of them?
Large Rathtar tongue appears, striking the window near Finn.
Thou hast found one. Congratulations, Sarah.
What shalt thou do?
Whate'er hath been my wont, employ my tongue to rescue me.
Ray and Finn hide behind the hatch.
Jest forsooth. When hath thy tongue e'er solved a problem sans creating 7 more? It never hath worked in all our years.
The charge is baseless. It hath worked each time.
Bon Swallow, thou smuggler, scoundrel, rogue, thou art a dead man walking.
What ho, good politic? What aileth thee?
The problem is thee and thy lack of wit. We did give thee 50,000 in the task thou hast not done.
Can't see them.
We are too far aside. Thou likewise hast taken 50,000 from Conjure Club. Now hath a man made so many foes at thee.
Pray tell me thou hast not placed trust in them, those base, ill-tempered, short of stature knaves. How long have we been colleagues, politic?
They carry blasters.
Yeah, full many too.
Ask not how long we have known one another. Ask, rather, how much longer our acquaintance shall be. The answer, methinks, is not long. Thou art not long for life, unless thou can make repayment.
Thou thinkest hunting Rathtars cost but little. The money thou didst give me I have spent.
'Tis not we alone, for Conjure Club also desires their investment returned anon.
I ne'er did make a deal with Conjure Club.
Those words speak thou to Conjure Club, not
Enter
to me.
Tasu, Leech, and other members of the Conjure Club.
Oh, Tasu Leech, join our festivities. 'Tis fine to see thee here, thy men as well.
Yangari solo. Si digida Maria Yogawe solo?
Gentles, tell me, wherefore do you fret? You shall have what was promised, I shall swear it. Hath their Han Solo failed delivery?
Aye.
Sigi, Gina mea ye be.
Just twice, thou sayest. What was the second time?
Thou game is old, as thou art. No soul remaineth in the galaxy for thee to swindle, cheat, and betray.
Fenemana sina.
Another sight doth interest me as well. That BB unit all rolling around thy heels. The First Order searches for a neighbour now, for one such as this. 2 errant fugitives as well.
Thy words do fall like summer rain upon mine ears, for they are unanticipated. No news have I of fugitives or droids.
Gadio ganyadio.
Behold, the panel that controls the doors. If I perchance the circuits can all right, the blast doors shall be closed and trap the gangs.
The outside blast doors, thou canst thou close from here?
If I reset the fuses, it shall be.
Ray presses a button on the control panel. The doors do not close, but a growling sound is heard.
I have a bad feeling about this sound.
Fuck.
Yeah. Now wherefore thou sayest fuck.
Those fuses I did switch ought not be switched.
Kill the smuggler and the Wookiee, and bring the droid to me.
Enter Rathtars 1, 2, and 3, devouring members of the Gavilan Death Gang and Conjure Club.
Oh, 'tis now the time to eat.
A hearty meal, a treat.
My stomach, they all complete.
This human feast, I greet.
Exit Han, Chewbacca, and BB-8 fleeing from the Rathtars. Ray and Finn emerge from hiding separately.
This was a grand mistake and maybe fatal.
Mayhap the largest I have ever made. Pray let us hence, away from these sharp sounds. How do these beasts appear? What is their form?
Ray and Finn turn a corner and see a Rathtar.
What is that? That is their raging putrid form.
Oh, two more of them. We chase, we chase.
Our table they shall grace, shall grace.
Although from us they race, they race.
We'll follow them apace, apace.
Pray, follow near, go hence.
Art thou most sure?
A Rathtar's tentacle catches Finn's leg.
I have the leg, the leg.
Anon for life, he'll beg, he'll beg.
On the leg.
Exit Rathtar's dragging Finn with them.
Alas, my Finn! So quickly met and lost. I'll save thee yet, though it be Ray's last act.
Ray notices the control panel.
The panel of controls. This shall suffice. If I am careful, yea, unlike before, I may succeed in shutting all the doors between the Rathtars and my loyal Finn. Now, carefully, most carefully, and to it.
Ray presses a button on the control panel. A Rathtar shrieks off stage. Enter Finn.
The Rathtar held me fast within its grip, and certain was 'twould be my final breath. Yet then the door happenstance fast closed, and finally.
He wonders at my deed, whereof he knoweth not. Yet we've no time for wondering. 'Twas fortunate indeed. More of thy tale I'd hear another time. Yet now let's fly, ere other Rathtars come.
Enter Han Solo, Chewbacca, and BB-8, pursued by a member of the Guava Death Gang.
We must into the ship or eaten be, or the Guava people will get us. These doors, however, must first be unlocked before we can the Millennium Falcon reach. Pray give me thy protection, Chewie.
A member of the Guavian Death Gang shoots Chewbacca in
Guavians.
the shoulder.
Oh, alack! The fire hath burned my Wookiee bones. Curse the Scottish Guavians!
Han takes Chewbacca's gun and shoots the foe.
This mighty blaster crossbow hath a kick. Thus shall I shoot the door and set us free. Now come withal, for we shall fly anon.
Han!
Thou must close the door behind us now, and thou shalt help Chewbacca to the ship.
They rush into the Millennium Falcon. Han begins preparing the cockpit, and Rey takes the co-pilot seat.
Inappropriate presumption's this. What art thou doing?
Uncle Plutt installed a fuel pump in the ship. If 'tis not primed, we shall be bound for nowhere.
Fie on him.
Also, unless I am inaccurate, thou art, it seemeth, one co-pilot short.
I have one there, beyond the cockpit, hurt. Watch thou the thrust, at light speed will depart.
From here, within the bay, is't possible. We'll either escape the hangar or be hung.
Ne'er do I question possibility until the deed hath already been done.
To Rathtar 3.
Oh, ye five shall not flee until you are in me.
When I awoke upon this pleasant morn, this was not how methought the day would go. Now angle up the shields and we fly.
No bother, Tiz. We fully are prepared.
Finn looks for materials to bind Chewbacca's arm and pulls a remote control out of a bag.
Huh. What is this ancient-looking tool? Some sphere made for sporting pleasure game? My question shall not find their answer here, and other matters are more pressing, Finn. Hello?
Oh, fail me not, my long-beloved ship. Wherefore doth the vessel not respond?
'Tis the compressor.
Aye, again she's right.
The Millennium Falcon bursts into hyperspace. Rathtar Fleet 3 flies off.
Inform the dread First Order that the droid they so desire is in the clutches of Han Solo, the smuggler and knave aboard the Millennium Falcon.
We fly, bound for the galaxy's safe border. Mayhap this shall restore my life to order.
Exit. Scene 5. Inside Starkiller Base. Enter Supreme Leaders Snoke, Kylo Ren, and General Hux.
The droid shall soon unto the pitiful resistance be delivered. This, in turn, shall lead them thither unto Skywalker. He, last of all the Jedi. If he's found, a race of bold new Jedi may arise.
Oh, Supreme Leader, 'tis for me to bear the grave responsibility.
Tut, tut! Our strategy, my general, must change.
The weapon is prepared and ready stands. Methinks the time hath come to see it used. We shall destroy the government that doth give its support unto the vile resistance. Even the Republic, sans their friends to bring protection, the resistance shall be weak and vulnerable too. They shall be stopped ere they can reach Skywalker where he hides.
Get hence, and guide the preparations now.
Indeed, my lord. With joy it shall be done.
Exit Hux.
Hark, there hath been a swift awakening. Canst feel it?
Yea.
For thee there's something more. The droid we seek on the Millennium Falcon. With all thy father, in Han Solo he.
The man doth nothing mean, and less to me.
In thou, the master of the Knights of Ren, hath ne'er challenged faced as lies herein.
Your training is sufficient unto me, and therefore I shall not seduced be.
Ah, we shall see. Indeed, we too shall see.
Exit Snoke.
My father. Oh, a complication dire. The father who did help to give me life, the father who did raise me to know good, the father who did nourish all my skills, the father whom I did at last reject. Re-enters he into my life e'en now. Yet worse, the partner of mine enemies, the keeper of that which I would obtain, a barrier unto my longed-for aim. I am no longer kin to Solo, nay. My family is here, within this space. The good First Order and the Knights of Ren. No other family do I desire. Especially no smuggler, base and crude, and ignorant of how to use the Force. Although my feelings do betray me still, I must be strong, remember my dark call, and shun the folly pulling me toward him. No son of Solo I, no longer Ben, for now I am entirely Kylo Ren.
Exit. Act 3, Scene 1. Aboard the Millennium Falcon on the planet Takodana, I'll get it right one day, and inside the Starkiller base. Enter Han Solo and Rey in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Enter Finn with Chewbacca, severally, mending the Wookiee's shoulder.
Too many years of too infrequent use have left the swift Millennium Falcon tired and prone to small malfunction, disrepair. Just now, a new electrical overload.
Methinks I'll solve the riddle in a trice.
The coolant leaketh too.
If thou transferst the power auxiliary unto the
secondary tank. Aha, I see. Again, we think of as two halves of a whole.
Who taught thee how to mend an arm? A rancor? Child, please.
Okay, first of all, tone. Second, if thou wouldst not wiggle to and fro, be like I now could proffer thee some aid. Forget thou that I'm not here to help. Cannot someone tame this hairy fiend?
Enter BB-8.
Blick, 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 brew crew, blue bleer, zoom blah blee.
Art thou orange tin? Else face my wrath.
Blue, sublux, blue, blip, zoa, blue bliss.
Exit BB-8 in fear.
If thou dost hurt Chewbacca, thou shalt know the menace of Han Solo's fearsome ire.
Hurt him? Oh, fine assessment of the scene. He hath near killed me some 6 times thus far.
Chewbacca grabs Finn by the throat and pulls him close.
'Tis fine. I have no quarrel with thee, good sir. Stop.
If here the hyperdrive should overheat, methinks there should be some scattered bits and scraps of Solo strewn about the galaxy.
Ray pulls a wire loose and the ship settles.
Amazing. Her innate abilities. Say, how didst thou resolve our quandary?
I bypassed the compressor by my troth.
Simple trick. Good as the best. Hence, ball!
Han walks past BB-8 as he exits the cockpit, approaching Chewbacca and Finn.
I thought he might this once be satisfied. How strange it is, how I do wish to please him. Yet in his presence I am like a child, and he a hero of proportion grand.
Afeard I am mine age begins to show. I was not fasting now in this last scuffle. This Wookiee's body moveth far too slow.
Nay, speak not so. Thou didst thy best, which is, dear friend, all we can ask in life. Pray put thy spirit and thy bones at ease. Thou too, my lad, comportedst thyself well, and thou hast my thanks.
Forsooth, my welcome's thine.
Finn accidentally turns on a nearby hollow chess game. Chewbacca looks unhappily. Ray joins them.
Behold the rapture on the Wookiee's face. I'll warrant 'tis a favorite game of his.
You two are fugitives, saith Politic.
The cruel First Order longeth for the map. Finn here is with the strong resistance, though.
Finn looks at Hong guiltily.
Whilst I am but a petty scavenger.
Shall we see the information they do seek, which this small droid does somehow now possess?
Blue, Zvobalik, Flebear Flea.
Indeed.
BB-8 projects a portion of the map he holds.
Map is incomplete. A piece is gone. Since Luke did disappear, many have searched to bring him back, but all to no avail.
Yet wherefore did he leave initially?
He tried to train a class of Jedi, yea, the next new generation who would lead. One boy, however, his apprentice, turned against Luke and destroyed the plan entire. Luke felt responsible, run away.
Knowst thou what followed? Whither did he go?
There was but room for rumors with no root. Full many tales and fables were conceived. Those who did know him best bethought he went a-searching for the bygone Jedi temple.
The Jedi, then, were real, as some do say.
Thus did I wonder once when I was young. Methought 'twas all but hurly-burly talk, a power magical twixt light and dark. And yet, though it but seemeth mad, 'tis true. It is in every particle, each bit, the smallest word or whisper of the Force, the briefest tale about the Jedi told, each story that expands our universe, each tiniest detail of reckoning, true. And more fool we who do believe it not.
A sensor beeps. BB-8 extinguishes the projection.
I should attend unto the Falcon's call.
Nay, Chewie, thou shouldst rest thyself. If you desire my help, then you shall have it. We shall stop off and visit an old friend. The droid she shall deliver to its place, whereby it may the Resistance show the map. We have at Takodana now arrived. I'll make arrangements for you both thereon.
They enter the cockpit as the ship emerges from lightspeed, headed for the surface of Takodana.
My stars. Not in the galaxy entire would I have thought existed so much green.
As she is green, wholly innocent, and 'twere a newborn babe were in my care.
Chewbacca, Rey, and BB-8 disembark from the Falcon.
Lo, Solo, I know not what we shall find.
Didst thou in youthful boldness call me Solo?
Apologies, fair Han, or Master Solo, whatever appellation thou preferst. Thou shouldst be fully cognizant of this. Within the Resistance, I am known for bigness. No small flywheel within the vast machine, but fit for larger things. A warrior, Forsooth, a status unimpeachable, a reputation most fine repute. I have therefore a mark upon my life. Shall there herein be found conspirators, first order cronies who would work me woe?
Attend me, bigness. Those problems more. A lady shall find out the truth of thee. Their sex e'er have, and do, and always shall.
Han hands Finn a blaster, disembarks, and joins Rey, who stands alone. He hands her a blaster as well.
This blaster thou mayst need in times to come.
Methinks I have the wit to handle all.
Thus think I too, 'tis why I make the gift. I prithee take it. Tell me, canst thou aim? Knowst thou its movements, and what gives it fire?
The trigger pulled, the fire doth follow on.
A simpleton mayhap would so reply. 'Tis not quite so simple as thou sayest. Still much to learn. Hast thou a name?
'Tis Rey.
Rey, verily. I did bethink me to take on more crew. Second mate, person who may render good assistance, match step with step Chewbacca and myself, and who appreciates the Falcon, too.
Is't possible thou offerest me employment?
We would be less than kin, still less be kind. It promiseth a journey hazardous. Small wages, bitter times, long months of dark complete, a constant danger, thy return most doubtful, and no honor in success.
Thou offerest me employment.
I bethought on it. No pledge was made, I cannot be forsworn.
Oh, how my soul doth long to take this leap, to plunge into the deep, whate'er befall. Yet softly calls the voice of duty still, and keeps me sadly tethered to the ground. If thou wert offering, I'd honored be, yet cannot take the offer. I must home.
Jakku.
Already I have been too long.
A swift reply confoundeth all my wit. Good Chewie, pray inspect the ship with care. Unfortunate it is. Wookiee likes thee.
They walk toward Maz Kanata's castle.
Remind me, Solo, wherefore are we here?
To put your droid upon a ship that's clean.
Clean?
Think'st thou 'twas by fortune's hand that we the Falcon with such ease did find? Nay, nay. If we, with our mere scanners, found the ship, thou canst be sure the swift first order cometh. If you would render BB-8 unto the brave resistance, Maz Kanata is your simplest best, and mayhap only hope.
Can she be trusted, this friend of thine?
Be calm and tarry on, lad, for Maz or the public house that thou wilt see hath been proprietor for lo these 1,000 years. That said, this Maz doth not please everyone. It is best if you two let me speak, I pray. Whate'er you do, gape not.
At what?
At aught.
They enter the castle, enter Maz Kanata and many aliens, including Bazine, Grumgar, GA97, Captain Ethano, and Quagold, all seated severally. Enter Chorus. Now mark ye well, good viewers, what you see. Such varied characters are on display, for never hath there been such company as there in Maz's castle comes each day. Strange creatures form to make splendid scene. There, to the side, some play a game of chance. See Boki, Grumgar, and his girl Bazine. This is the house of Maz. Let your eyes dance.
Han Solo!
This was not the hoped-for entrance. Allah, Maz!
Where hast put my paramour?
Chewbacca worketh on the Falcon, Maz.
I've taken a liking to that Wookiee, aye. Thou must need something, else thou wouldst not come. Belike thy need is desperate as well, so let us to it. Thither, sit with me.
Bazine, Grumar, and GA97 notice BB-8 as he rolls by.
transmit to the Resistance this report. The droid for which they search hath hither come.
Hello? Inform the dread First Order their lost droid is here on Takodana. Come at once.
All freeze. Enter Kylo Ren on balcony holding the mask. Vader.
Forgive me, grandfather. Again I feel it. The call to the light, which Supreme Leader Snoke doth sense. Unfold before my sight once more the power of the dark side of the Force. Then naught shall stand athwart my fervent plans. Show me, I bid thee, so that I may end what thou in all thy wisdom didst begin.
Exit Kylo Ren, Han, Maz, Rey, and Finn sit around a table. BB-8 stands on the table. BB-8 stands on the floor nearby.
Off the table, droid. We seek safe passage for this little droid, which carrieth a map to Luke Skywalker.
A map that leads to Skywalker himself. Thou findest thyself in the mire, wherever it doth seem thou landest, Han.
Maz, canst thou get the droid to Leia?
Nay, too long hast thou been fleeing from this fight. Han, Niyagi Nekotoya, go thou home.
My Leia doth not wish to see my face.
We travelled far just to entreat thy help.
This fight of which thou speakst, what dost thou mean?
Only fight that we need ever know. Against the dark side. Lo, these many years I've seen the many forms that evil takes, the cruel, bloodthirsty Sith, the Empire rank, and now the vile First Order in their place, like wolves who run in packs with fur most black, or like a shroud pulled over the deceased, or like the dark that comes in bleakest night, they spread their shadows o'er the galaxy. They must be faced and fought by each of us.
No fight against the First Order can be won. Look around this shady place for surety. Our faces have been recognized by some. Belike the swift First Order draweth near, even as we speak in the fear of it.
Maz adjusts her spectacles and looks more closely at Finn. She climbs on the table to get closer to him.
What is this folly? Solo, canst thou tell?
I know not, but I do not like its look. Seems she looks on thee with special eyes.
When one lives long enough, one doth observe the selfsame eyes appearing in a host of people. I have seen thine eyes before, the fearful eyes of one who wants to run, the craven eyes of one who fears a fight, the wounded eyes of one who hath seen evil, the doubtful eyes of one who longs for truth.
Thou knowest me not, nor that from which I come. What I experienced before this time, thou canst not know the ways of the First Order as I do. They shall bring our swift defeat. Forsooth, we should all run, not I alone.
Maz returns to her seat.
Look yonder. See the two sitting there? They shall trade work for transportation to the outer rim, where thou canst disappear.
Finn?
Rey, pray follow along with me.
But what of BB-8? Our task will cause thy base it is to which he must return.
Blue Royal Zoom, Flea Blick, Blue Blizoo, Blizz Bleak Blee, Roo Zoom, Flit Blee Rook, Zit Zero Blick, Flip Blee.
I cannot. Fear too much doth lead my course.
Finn hands his blaster back to Han.
'Tis thine, lad. I may yet have need of it.
Finn moves to another table and sits with Captain Ethano and Qui-Gold. Rey follows him and BB-8 follows her.
Who is the girl, and whence comes she? Dost know?
Exit Han and Maz in conversation. Exit Bazine, Grumgar, GA-97, and other aliens.
Good sirs, it rumored is that you fine folk can take me swiftly to the outer rim.
What art thou doing?
Pray, fly not sans me.
Finn steps aside with Rey.
I bid thee look around. Thou canst not leave. I shall not let thee so abandon me.
Forsooth, I am not the man thou thinkst I am.
What dost thou mean?
I am not resistance. No hero upon fearless task, no bold adventurer on fate-filled quest, no frank and gallant man with noble aim, no clever soldier fast of wit and shrewd. I am, or was, a rank stormtrooper first. Like every trooper, I was taken from a family whom I shall never know, and raised but for one thing alone: to kill. Then on Jakku, my first battle faced, and made a choice I would not fight for them, nor slaughter, nor destroy, not feed their hate. Then did I run and found thee at the end. Thou look'st on me as no other had before. Filled was I with the shame of the man I was. Yet never shall I return, not even if I live forever with the rank First Order. I have progressed from Finn to finish it. Now face to face, I beg, Rey, come with me.
I beg thee in return, Finn. Do not leave.
It cannot be. Fear doth overwhelm desire. I pray thee, Rey, take care of thy kind self.
Exit Finn, Captain Ithano, and Qui-Gold.
Oh. Misery. Abandoned yet again. Resounding grief within my very core. My lot, belike, is now to know a bond as strong as that fate doth to others bring. Yet, aside these thoughts, what is that noise? Hear I some child who cries somewhere below? Am I imagining? I shall descend, perchance to find the child and ease my mind. Climb down these steps with BB-8 behind. Herein I see no child, yet hear the call. It seems to come from deep within this chest, left here in this dark room. But can it be? Do voices speak within insensate things? Ope the lid and see what is inside. Feast eyes! A lightsaber! Hold it I must. Lo, strange and forceful visions do befall. Electric lights within a chamber vast. I fall as it beginneth to collapse. A hooded man who reacheth to a droid. Alas, behind me, people slain by foes. Now people dressed in black, all menacing. Dark emanates from one with wicked mask. Here I, a child beset by fear and want, even as the ones I loved did fly away. Released from this, I hear a voice say, Rey. How now? Conveyed into a forest scene, a red lightsaber meant to do me harm. Now let this be. Oh, let this vision cease!
Rey is released from her vision, stumbling onto the floor. Enter Maz Kanata.
This is Flublik Rook, Flig, Zwablux, Fridrook Flib, Zoom, Bliss, Blee, Vitril, Vigrol.
What happened? I should not have gone therein. I dreamt a dream inside.
And so did I.
Well, what was thine?
The dreamers often lie.
Upon the ground while they do dream things true.
Then I see Keen Maz hath been with you. She's the vision giver, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of a Jedi Knight. The lightsaber that thou didst touch was Luke's, and ere 'twas his, it was his father's too. And now doth it call to thee, thy heart, thy soul.
I must return unto Jakku anon.
Han told me all. Oh, child, I see thine eyes. Already thou doth know the truth entire. They on whom thou dost wait there on Jakku shall ne'er return, yet someone else still may.
Thou meanest Luke.
The deep belonging thou dost seek is not behind thee, but before. Oh, I am no Jedi, yet I know the Force. It moveth through each thing and doth surround each one of us. Pray close thine eyes and feel it. The light hath been there ere. Guide thee it shall. The lightsaber, take it, and let it lead.
Nay, this is not the future I do seek, nor is it the course on which I set my steps. That lightsaber I would not touch once more. A part within this scene I looked not for.
Exit Rey, running away. Exit Maz and BB-8. Scene 2. At a Starkiller base. Enter General Hux addressing companies of stormtroopers.
This is the weak Republic's final hour. The end to those who foster such unrest. They shall observe the strong First Order's power. Even now, far hence, the Republic false and dour doth lie unto a galaxy oppressed. This is the weak Republic's final hour. Supporting the resistance, they devour all chance for peace, which else might manifest. They shall observe the strong First Order's power. This fierce machine you built shall make them cower and bring an end unto the Senate pest. This is the weak Republic's final hour. The Republic's fleet, once a colossal tower, shall crumble like an old bird's feeble nest. They shall observe the strong First Order's power. At our vast might and boldness all shall glower. Then bow, our eminence at last confessed. This is the weak Republic's final hour. They shall observe the strong First Order's power.
All salute General Hux.
All is prepared to bring destruction dire.
Then let it be. I bid thee, sir, a fire.
Starkiller base fires at a distant planetary system. Enter Chorus. I bid ye, look away or be undone, as the Starkiller weapon takes its aim. For with the vim and vigor of a sun, not one, but many planets doth it maim. Full millions, billions, meet a sudden end, bereft of hope, of love, of life, of all. Ne'er more to know the laughter of a friend, never more to hear tender lover's call, never more to see the growing of a child, never more to sing life's joyful melody. This lunacy of the First Order wild doth shake at once the whole galaxy. Exit. Scene 3. On the planet Takodana. Enter Han Solo, Chewbacca, looking to the skies. Enter Finn, severally, running to them.
I near had left, had flown forever away until I saw the fire light up the sky. Oh, shocking day, the vile First Order fulfilled its vengeance on the galaxy. But soft, whilst we look heavenward, where is Rey?
Exit. Enter Rey aside.
Confused by visions I did not desire, my heart hath turned to something less robust. The blood all turned water, and in fear I ran, and do run still, and may run.
Enter BB-8 pursuing Rey.
Flig, Flublay, Rublick, Flubist, blip, roya, roo, zoombly, roo, vleer, blip, zoom, blip, roo, bleak, flu.
Say, wherefore hast thou hither followed me? Thou must return, the others fly withal.
Flig, zwazumru, blocks flu, ziff, roo, zoos, blay.
I must depart and fly back to Jakku. Sweet BB-8, thou art far more important than thou knowest thou. Go with thy mission to fulfill.
A sound is heard in the sky. Rey looks up.
Alas, a sound of ships in there. Above, the trees and drawing nearer, horrid ships mark the First Order's entrance on the scene.
Exit. Enter Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Finn, led by Maz Kanata. She shows them the lightsaber.
Oh, this Rey did see and run. I did acquire it many moons ago and kept it safe.
Luke's lightsaber? Where camest thou by it?
You know what? That's a worthy question. For another time. Yet now we cannot stop for myths and tales and backstories no one wrote. Take it and find thy friend. I bid thee, Han.
A blast rocks Maz's castle.
The beasts! They come and shall not be deterred!
Exit. Enter Rey and BB-8, aside.
The battle is upon us, and I'll not sit idly by. Come, blaster, gift of Han, and bring the fire that else they'd send on me. Alack, the wretched safety is engaged. Han was belike correct to question me in my ability to fire the weapon.
Enter two stormtroopers firing at Rey.
Feel ye my fire. Rey shall not die today.
Rey fires at the stormtroopers, hitting one. Enter a legion of stormtroopers separately. Enter Kylo Ren near them, descending from his shuttle. My liege,
the droid was witness traveling west. His sole companion was a lowly girl.
It was just laser fire. Pull yourself together.
Sorry.
A girl. Those words have pricked mine ears before.
Exit Kylo Ren, looking for Rey.
Thou shalt press on and keep thyself well hid. I'll give thee cover. Thou must make escape.
Zeus, flublay, rublox, blue, flublip, blobly, blob, flu blue, royal, fluroy, zoombly, bliply, rej, flitzil, zoorud, blink, blink, flip, zwoozoo, blug, flig, blazawa, box, flufluzoom.
I hope so too, kind BB-8. Now go.
Exit Rey and BB-8 separately. Enter Han Solo, Maz Kanata, Chewbacca, and Finn, emerging from the castle. Chaos reigns.
The battle's on as in the days of yore. Stormtroopers never were a welcome sight, still I find them loathsome by my troth. My skill withal a blaster in my hand remaineth, though my body hath grown old. Behold, how they like sitting marks do fall. Without e'en looking may I bring them down. I would not boast were I not so endowed. I wish you to skirmish with Han Solo, eh? Prepare therefore to speak your final words. Pew, 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 pew. Come, Chewie, we must to the Falcon fly.
I can't turn the page. Oh, Akeem Rey and BB-8, they need thee now. Go find them, quickly. Bring them back alive.
For certain, yet a weapon do I need.
The lightsaber thou holdest in thy hand. Thou hast a weapon. Use it faithfully.
Finn activates Luke's lightsaber. Exit Maz.
I feel the strength within this pulsing light. And Finn is now equipped to join the fight.
Can I try out thy crossbow blaster?
Oh, silly friend of mine who thinkest the blast is always keener on the other side.
Han shoots Chewbacca's blaster.
A worthy weapon, powerful and true.
Enter FN-2199, a powerful stormtrooper holding a Z6 baton. He bears down on Finn.
Thou
foreboding, hedge-born traitor! Loathsome scum! We once were friends and trained together, aye, but now hast thou become a turncoat drawn to the resistance and its errant ways. Prepare to meet thy doom, for naught exists as low as who hath betrayed his friends.
My past comes from the dead to haunt me here. Then have at thee, thou fiend, and feel my bite.
Ah!
They duel.
Oh, mighty man, whoever did bring me fear, I'll warrant I'm unequal in this fight.
FN 2199 nearly overtakes Finn when he is struck with a blaster shot. He falls, and Han and Chewbacca run to Finn.
Hey, Bigness, art thou well?
Full, many thanks. Thou here didst render my life back to me.
Move not, be still. Low, TK338. Our targets are in watchful custody.
We have been ta'en, our next steps thwarted, yeah. Yet what is this commotion in the air? More ships approach, not the First Order, nay. It is the brave resistance, come to save!
Enter Leech, Resistance X-Wing pilot, including Poe Dameron, firing at the stormtroopers. Enter BB-8 separately.
This is a world of sweet and sours, and thus let victory be sweet as we plunge straight ahead into the fray. Let not their sour and savage dogs make ye afeard or cautious, my pilots true, for we shall win the day!
Aye! The pilots shoot and hit many stormtroopers.
True our pilots aim, they set us free. The stormtroopers surrounding us, all gone. Now let us hence and profit from their gift.
Finn watches Poe's ship.
And Finn cannot find her place. Give me just a second.
We're on page 169.
Rolling. Wow, this is a really serious fight. Dang. Ugh.
Blip, blip, flip, flop, flop, bleep, 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 bleep.
Get out of here, droid, it's too dangerous!
I cannot find the place.
We're at the bottom of 169.
I have a Kindle. Not the same. Someone needs to just read. I'm sorry.
What skill in flying, how he moves and parries. First plummeting, then making bold attack. He dodges foes and turns them into marks, and thereupon doth strike with perfect aim. Ascending once again into the fray, he fires upon one ship, and then another, each a moment adding further to his toil. O unnamed pilot, thou art friend to me.
Operator! We are besieged, requesting air support!
Exit stormtroopers, followed by Poe and resistance pilots. Enter Rey above on balcony.
There is some evil presence in this wood. I feel it, though I cannot see its face. 'Tis said that the best safety lies in fear. Yet though I am afeard, I feel not safe.
Enter Kylo Ren on balcony, pursuing Rey.
Suspicions all confirmed. I am outdone. How my soul is shaken and bestirred. Shall I into this spectre's bonds be trapped? Avaunt, this race shall yet outshine thee.
Rey shoots at Kylo Ren. He deflects the shots with his lightsaber.
Cease!
He freezes her with the Force.
The girl whose exploits fall upon mine ears. Lest thou would feel the touch of my lightsaber, I'd know where thou didst hide the droid I seek. Seems thy tongue will not unfold the tale. So shall I take the answer from thy mind. Relax. Give in. I'll have my wish anon. Behold, thou hast already seen the map.
Enter a stormtrooper on balcony.
Good sir, resistance fighters have appeared. We need more troops if we shall win this fight.
Put thou the whole division on retreat. The droid is now of little consequence. Indeed, Herein we have that which we need.
All right.
Kylo Ren releases Rey from the Force, and she collapses into his arms. Exit Stormtrooper and Kylo Ren, carrying Rey. Han, Finn, and BB-8 watch them depart.
My Ben, my son escaping with young Rey. Oh, confounding day when family is turned to foe and stranger turned to family.
Rey, O fiends, take ye not my Rey. Nay, nay, O Rey, my one and only friend.
Rook, Blue, Flu, Zwabalik, Royal Zounds, Zwafa, Rip, Bliss.
The scoundrel took her. Fie. What shall we do? He flew and took her hence. The lass is gone.
Indeed, yet other matters fill my mind.
Exit Finn. Han and Chewbacca move toward an approaching ship, which lands near them. Enter General Leia Organa, disembarking from the ship. Enter C-3PO behind her, stepping between her and Han Solo.
Hola! Well met, Han Solo! It is I, C-3PO. Thou, peradventure, knowest me not, for I am lately Red Arm. And dost thou see who hither hath arrived? Oh, pray, excuse me, General. Come, BB-8, and we shall let them speak.
Blav Zumblick, Blue Zood, Filtruk, Blazuz Bleep, Royal Flutroot, Vizigvrit, Philblick, Blug Zumbly, Blazud.
Yes, BB-8, I wait still for repair.
Exit C-3PO and BB-8.
It pleaseth me to see thy lovely frame, and how thou changest the fashion of thy hair.
Yet I can see thy doublet is the same.
Nay, the doublet's new, yet not so fair.
Chewbacca embraces Leia.
O thou Han, what speaks of hair and doublet style, I thee embrace. Ah, a sight for Wookiee's eyes.
I saw our Ben, our only son. The boy himself was here a moment past.
Let us into the resistance spaces one. Our distant years shall be undone at last.
Leia and Han embrace. Exit.
And that's it. We did it. Yay! We did part one. We got part one of The Force Doth Awaken. So now's the time. If you have anything left, you have to finish it up because that's how this works. This was awesome. This was so fun just to kind of jump back into all of this after being gone for so long and just kind of having fun with it again and our wacky shenanigans. I'm pretty sure John has every single piece of weather clothing that I could ever think of on right now. Are you sweating? No? Oh, okay. As long as it's cozy, it's all good.
John, who does your lashes?
I grew these myself.
That's dedication. Good job, man. Let's go and
Maybe it's Maz Katana.
What?
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maz Katana.
Don't judge my dyslexia.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm pretty sure a majority of the time that I was reading some of the stage directions, I just faked it and just went into it very confidently. And everyone here knew, and I'm sure I was judged many times, but I don't care. This was awesome. I'm so glad we're jumping back into this. I'm so glad we're doing this trilogy because it's such an interesting trilogy in general. Like, we've all been talking about it, where there's a lot of good and there's a lot of interesting choices that were made. So I'm really excited to get to see how they develop all of that. And, you know, he always has such a good commentary on the weird parts of Star Wars in these. I think the Rathtar's singing was beautiful. That was excellent. I was really enjoying that, as well as Chewbacca being British. I guess if a character speaks intelligently, they're basically British, is the rule that we went with, seeing as Jar Jar set that precedent to start with, and now we just have to. Oh, that's right. We're not supposed to know about Jar Jar being smart. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for diving in. Thank you to everybody here for coming. Thank you to Joe for scoring once again for our this. I don't even know how many times you've done this time, but thank you. You just keep coming back and giving excellent music to us, and that's fantastic. We will be back next Wednesday for part 2 of The Force Doth Awaken. So please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That way you can stay up to date with all of the newest information that we have at Zounds Online Productions. That way, in case for any reason we have to delay another week, that'll be where you'll be updated. Make sure to follow us on YouTube so that way you get the videos as they come out and you can watch us live here, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next week for Force Awakens Part 2. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching once again. Stay safe out there. And until next Wednesday, may the Force be with you. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you then. Bye.